Welcome to the YouTube channel of me, Ugly Wretch. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or else.
Okay, so today we're back to official stuff, until I run out. And we're going to review Transformers Studio Series, Transformers 1, Voyager, Alpha Trion. This is one that I didn't like the look of from the original pictures. Am I right or am I wrong? We'll find out. This I got, well, basically because I found it cheap on Vinted, I want to say. So, you know, it's one of those. And here he is. And this is much more accurate from what I can tell from his screen rather than the Warrior, which for some reason I can't find for this review. So we'll work with it. So he's here and he's a lot more mossy. He's missing a chunk of the armour / carapace. It's all mossy. Some moss and stuff on the shoulder, and this one's cracked, and it's that kind of thing. You know, he's supposed to be old and worn and blah blah blah. Nice big, floppy, translucent, purpley pink, purple, whatever. Tail that's on a hinge, goes up and down, blah blah blah. And he's also, excuse me, got these translucent little spikes, which you don't have to have. You can leave them plugged into the tail. There are a few ports on the tail where they go. But I thought I'd give you the full experience. Underneath, well, it's kind of a... You know how these things work, okay? There's no surprise in this to you, okay? The arms are the arms, the legs are the legs, the body's the body. There's no surprise to this, okay? Let's not be like that. But is he nice for what he is? Well, from the original pictures, this neck, well, the face is a bit... Really? Looks more like a pig or something than a lion. Rah. It's got the horns broken, as intended, you know. Rah. And the bit I really didn't like is the neck. Now, what you're supposed to do is there's a tab, you can tab it into there. But if you like, you can untab it, and now it's on a ball joint and you can get loads of motion. So when they're like that, it's like, wow, that neck looks really awkward. Like, this is my finger. Look how thin and awkward that neck is. But you do get to pose it better. So, you know, little claws will go a little bit like that, but they do break the mold to do it. The arms will forward and backward a bit, but they are pegged in. You can unpeg them. Come on. Quite a serious peg, and then you can do more poses, but that just means there's a peg in the way. I don't know why they do this. They do this all the time, and it's never a good idea. The legs, you've got the hips, you've got the knees, which are quite stiff, and you've got a little bit of toe. It will go further, but that's mainly for the robot mode. And that's about it. Now, I know there are upgrade kits. I know. I've looked into them. And it replaces this entire bottom piece here. And it puts like an ankle tilt and stuff like that on it, and it does look better. However, to do it, you've got to take that pin out, and it's one of those pins with a flat on the inside, and honestly, I don't know how to do that, and I'd be worried about breaking the figure. So, yeah, this is very... Who's this? Weird Wolf from Titan's Return, and then Carnivac, and, you know, basically any wolf, lion, whatever transformer is exactly this. There's no real surprise. I mean, the body transforms a little different, but other than that, it's exactly the same. I mean, it's nicely done. Like, the details are very nice and everything, but it is just every other wolf, lion, dog, whatever transformer you've ever seen. So, give me a second to take these pegs out and put them into the tail, because you need to take them out. Well, yeah, you do need to take at least that one out for the transformation. So, let me do that, and you can have a look at our sponsor. Ooh. Are you bored of the same old Transformers reviewers? People who say every figure's amazing, even though it looks like absolute garbage. People who are clearly reviewing them on the day that they got them without any time to really experience the figures or have a real understanding of what they're like. People who don't know you can just floor polish joints to make them tighter, and it's not a big deal. Annoying, but not a big deal. Then maybe you should use old, same formula, Ugly Wretch. using only the latest technology in reviewing equipment. Only giving mild tinnitus to anyone watching his live streams, or when he joins other people's. So subscribe today, because I really want to bump these numbers up and maybe even start making a little bit of cash. So don't delay. Make a difference. Today. I should be ugly. I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. The hand thing looks really stupid from that way around, doesn't it? Whatever. Aren't I exciting every time you see that? No. Okay, move on. So I've left one in. Alright, so I've taken the horn out. I've taken the other ones out. I've left this one in. And this is the issue I've got. There are holes. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 there. So there's a hole for this one to go there. The problem I have with these is because they're this soft, rubbery plastic, you can't just grab them and pull. They're too small. So you end up having to use your nails. And because, again, it's soft plastic, I'm worried I'm going to damage it. I don't like that. I don't like risking leaving marks in the rubber like that. I don't want to do that. It's not ideal. And there he is without the horns and spikes and whatnot. I didn't do a size comparison, so let's do this crankcase. Voyager-ish. Transform it. Okay, so we're gonna bring the camera up. We're gonna straighten the foot out, straighten the leg out a bit. We're gonna get this big thing, and guess what? You'll never guess how this works. Comes over, and it's a little bit fiddly. It comes over. There's some tabs here. See this little flat tab? It locks in a couple of different places for the different modes, and there's one on the other side as well, and they are really tight. Okay, so this is your biggest fight, is getting those loose. You get them down, you push them into place, and you get the leg roughly where it's supposed to be. I feel like it should lock in better, but it doesn't. And then you flip this bit from here to there. Do you see how vital that transformation is? From there to there. Wowee! And that's the leg done. Like I say, you've seen this a million times before on 1,000 different figures, and it's a bit lackluster. Unfortunately, it is very lackluster. It's those stupid little tabs. You have to kind of pry the figure, like the parts apart a little bit. Try and get them to go in there. I feel that should lock in better. But for some reason, at least today, it doesn't want to. So that's the lower half done. Now you can turn this and like get out of the way or something, whichever you want to do. Where's that gone? Oh, it's fallen out. That shouldn't happen. Okay. We're going to untab the arms, bring them down. There's the bicep and the forearm. We're going to rotate the forearm. We're going to flip it open. There's the fist. There are the claws. This is where it gets a bit finicky. So you have to rotate the hand in without the claws catching on this, which it wants to do. Excuse me. And you think, okay, well, I'll just raise the claws up so they aren't in the way. But then these pieces catch on the bottom bit. Look at this. So you have to do it like that to get to there, and then to do, and then force it into place, push that flat, and then it fights you. This figure just fights me, okay? Unpeg the arm, bring it down, rotate the forearm open. Hope the panel doesn't pop off. And try and rotate this around. There we go. Push in, close. Then we bring the head down, and there, it's done. What do you think? That actually might look better. No, okay. Close that up. Right, this is where this whole thing goes nuts. Can I bring the camera up a bit more? I can, look at me. Because you gotta pull this open, get this bit forward, and then split the whole thing down the middle. There, it's done. What do you think? Alright, fine. So you have to get this piece, bring it up, and it's actually on a swivel here. So you have to rotate the whole thing around while trying not to smash his face into everything. Bring that to the front. Bring this piece up and double hinge, flatten onto the front. as best you can. And this, you turn around, bring it all the way over, and drop into the gap like that. There you go. Bring this up, close it around the head. And now it's basically just bring this down, and you see another flat tab there. That goes into... Where does it go into? It goes in somewhere. Okay, my little one's coughing downstairs. I need to be quick. But you bring that, bring it over the top, and lock it into place. There's the head. There's the figure. And again, no ankle tilt. So it's kind of meh, 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 meh. It's not bad. The head is on this weird 2 ball joint system. Like there's a ball joint in there and in the neck. It's interesting, I guess, that this is all... It makes a lot more sense in this mode. It seems a lot more, you know, compacted together. But it's just... You can take the tail out and use it as a weapon if you want. Yay. Sorry, I'm rushing now because my little one's coughing. I'm not sure if he's been sick. So I'm going to have to... He's fine, but if you've got the warrior class, you don't need this. If you haven't got the warrior class, you can get this cheap, and it's fine. It's not the biggest Voyager in the world. Sorry, I'm going to have to rush, okay? I'm going to have to rush. I'm going to have to go. It's fine. It's not amazing. And yeah, I agree with the guy I saw who bought it. I bought it from, rather. It needs a tail. I've got to go. So, fantastic. I should be able to see you in the next one. Got to go. Bye. For anyone who might have been concerned, he's fine. I don't know why he was coughing, but he's alright, so don't worry about it. Bye-bye.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come back now, you hear?